What is going on, YouTube? This is Vyse speaking, and welcome to my favorite game of all time. This is it. You might be shocked, man. We did Dragon Quest 1, Dragon Quest 2, Dragon Quest 3. I bet you were expecting 4, huh? Well, no, this is the curveball I was talking about. But if you knew this was my favorite game, maybe you aren't so surprised. Anyways, man, I hope you're ready, because the Journey of the Cursed King is such a compelling story. We finally have a Dragon Quest game with a story. You will not believe how much more invested you are in this game than you maybe would have been with DQ1, 2, or 3. Like, those are good games, but it's just the story aspect, you know, it's just a little, I don't know. But man, I am so excited. One quick update, I do have some new audio settings. So if this first video is extremely out of whack and it sounds horrible and the audio on the game is too high or my voice is too loud, then I will be sure to fix that in the second episode. But with all of that said, I'm just ready to get straight into it, man. So if you're ready to take this quest on with me, then let's get it moving. Dragon Quest VIII, Journey of the Cursed King. I just had to let the rest of that play out real quick. You already know. You already know. Okay. First things first. Oh, no, I'm not gonna continue. I'm actually going to create a new adventure log. You already know which name I'm putting in. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe we are finally here, man. We are actually playing Dragon Quest VIII right now. Yes. Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's such an old game, but it's such a gold. Okay, we're using the first save file. You see, I played this game a lot. I have the other two there. You don't have to worry about that, man. We'll just make our new one and be good to go. I'm gonna turn the TV up. You guys shouldn't be able to hear it through my voice. If you do, I will correct that in the next episode, but should not be a problem, all right? A sceptre spoken of in lore, and sealed away since days of yore, unleashes its forbidden power. And heralds Trodain's darkest hour. Your quest has begun.
Oi, Gov! It's gonna get dark if we hang about here much longer. Let's head into town. There's better places than this to spend an evening. Shake a leg, Gov!
And here we are. We finally have control. So here are the controls. You can pause and look at this if you don't know what the heck you're doing. X is the action button. You pretty much use it to do everything. And yes, this is our character. Now right off the bat, you'll notice that the graphics are absolute bleh. I mean, they look like, nah, they don't look like garbage, but it could be better. That's because, I mean, this is an ancient game, and it's really, really old, so you can't expect a ton. But yeah, that mouse you saw earlier, his name is Munchie, and we'll learn about him a bit later. But for now, he's just our rodent friend. But yeah, let's see. What are you guys up to? Mumble grumble. Okay. No, don't. Okay.
I've probably said it before, but it beats me how you ended up working for an old codger like him. Not that I can talk, though, eh? Guess people say the same thing about me, working for you.
Old codger? I do hope you're not referring to me. What would you know? A lowlife like you wouldn't recognize nobility if it came up and bit you on the ah! Enough dilly-dallying. Where's the princess? I can't see her anywhere.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble, Gov.
And as you can see, we have a problem here. We have gotten ourselves into our first battle. And who else, man? Well, this is a dragon game. Of course it's a slime. It's a few slimes. They shouldn't be too much for us to deal with, but right off the bat you will see we have 6 options here. We can attack, which hopefully is self-explanatory. You just do your regular base attack. There are several abilities you will be able to learn in the future, but at this point we don't have any learned. As well as spells, they are the same sort of function. You can use items that are in your inventory in battle. Now, whether they do something or do nothing it's up to the item. You can also defend, which will decrease the amount of HP you take if an enemy attacks you. It can be very, very useful in certain circumstances. And a new ability, unique to Dragon Quest VIII. I don't think it's in any other games, but I'm not positive. It's Psych Up. Psych Up is one of my favorite things about this game, okay? I'll have to explain it another time, though. Now, while we're battling here, and you can just see, I can also control Yangus. You can decide this in future battles. You can actually have the CPU control your other party members, or you can tell all of them what to do. It's really up to you. I prefer having control over all my party members, so this time Vyse and Yangus are just gonna attack. Now, while they're playing out their turns, I can go over the voice acting in this game. The voice acting in Dragon Quest VIII is one of my favorite parts about the game. Can you imagine if this game didn't have voice acting? Well, you probably can't, because if you've never played the game, then it wouldn't make a difference to you. But yeah, now you don't have to hear my dang bland voice every time a character talks. Oh my gosh, this game has some amazing voice acting in it. And me being obsessed with voice acting, I'm just in love with that. But yeah, as you can see, after every battle, we will get a certain number of experience based on the enemy we fell, as well as a certain amount of gold coins. Now, the slime drops a treasure chest here. This is also a thing that can happen. It's a very small chance most of the time, but some enemies do commonly drop treasure chests. You never know. The slime had a medicinal herb for us, so very good.
Well, they certainly took us by surprise, but nothing we couldn't handle, eh? Now, where's the princess? Where's my Medea? My precious one and only daughter? Ah, there you are. Thank goodness you're safe, Medea.
Hey, hey, the horse princess is back. I say we make a move now, before it gets dark.
And the opening credits roll, man. As you can see, the artwork in this game, absolute beauty. You can't say enough about it, man. Dragon Quest VIII is a game that, in my opinion, is so far ahead of its time. This game came out decades ago. I mean, and it's a PlayStation 2 game. Yet it looks so dang unique, so beautiful, in my opinion. Now right off the bat, you may notice that some of the characters look a bit funky. Like, why is that horse referred to a princess? Why does King Trodain look the way he looks like some weird green monster. This will all be explained to you very, very soon. But that's what I mean, like this game, right off the bat, it's hitting you with 10 times the amount of story that Dragon Quest 1, 2, or 3 could ever hope to have. Alright? And we made our way to this new town. Never seen this place before, but as you can see, unfortunately, King Chode is getting some pretty nasty looks. It seems like he's not necessarily welcome in this town. But who the heck are they to judge, man? You can see they're just staring. Now, I will also take this time to explain. You will see a lot of pop-ups throughout this playthrough. And you will see a lot of them in particular when a song that you've never heard before in this game happens to play for the first time. Something that you need to know about me, that you will not know if you haven't played the other, watched my other playthroughs, but you will know if you did watch those. I am KOICHI Sugiyama's biggest fan. Who the heck is that? He composes all the music for Dragon Quest games. So often I will be taking the time out to say, hey, you should listen to this song or do all that stuff. Don't mind me, I'm just a geek for music, man, but let me not interrupt King Chode. This is the place, apparently.
It's the town where Master Rylus lives.
Hold your horses, Grandad. I thought it was Dolmagus we was after.
I am not your granddad. And of course Dolmagus is our man. He's the one who turned Medea and I into such laughing stocks. But that dastardly magician can't hide from us forever. We must track him down and lift this confounded curse. Oh, just look at my poor Medea. And we'd only just settled on her engagement to the Prince of Argonia. Oh, that despicable Dolmagus. That's why it's imperative we locate Rylus. Will you go and find him?
Yeah, I've got nothing better to do, so let's get on it.
That's the spirit. I knew I could rely on you. I'll be waiting here.
Now, something that you might think is a bit awkward is these characters don't really say your name. That's because you get to choose your name. So of course you can't expect the voice actors to have just this encyclopedia of different names to say. But anyways, let's get a move on here. Yeah, I guess it's gonna stop us.
You weren't thinking of going without me, I hope. I'm the best there is when it comes to looking for people. It's my piece of resistance, as they say.
Alright, so just like in the older games, you save your progress. Actually, no. Well, you can save your progress in the church. In this game, you have to. But it's an option in other games. But we could have figured that out. Anyways, Yangus is going to come with us now. And there is a lot to take in here, man. Who are you? Never guess what. There was a monster on it. Yeah, that's me, buddy old pal. Oh my gosh! I have actually I've played through this game a ton of times and I've never seen that. Just shows you how much I talk to the townspeople. But a lot of tutorials we have to go through, unfortunately, for the start of this Let's Play. It always happens like that. But this is an item shop. This can also be a weapon shop or an armor shop, depending on this sign that you see here with the feather and the whatever. All shops sorta usually look like this. You talk to them, and they will show you all the things that they have to sell. Now here we have medicinal herbs. That's just a healing item. These heal poison, which we'll get into. Chimera wings, which you will remember from other Dragon Quest games. They have the same effect as a spell in those other games. They can take you to different towns that you've been to before. It is always a good idea to have some of them on hand. And this is just a piece of armor. So I won't talk to you. Now, if you picked up from what we were talking about earlier, all we know so far is that the reason that King Chode and Princess Medea have been transformed into whatever they are right now is because of this guy named Domagus. And let me tell you about Domagus, man. He is one of my favorite characters. Anyways, let me not spoil. Anytime you see a barrel or a pot or a bag hanging on the side of a building, you want to investigate. You either want to smash it or check if there's anything in it. And we'll actually get on that right now. I'm gonna see if there's anything to grab in this inn real quick. Inns, as you know, are used to they are quick methods to pass time, as well as heal your wounds and recover your MP. Well, I guess we haven't talked about MP yet, but it's not a big deal. You just talk to this dude. You can stay until a certain time, or you can just stay overnight and wake up in the daytime. Either way, you will be completely healed when you wake up. Now, this is also one of these items you should always check. They are dressers or drawers. As you can see, I found a phial of holy water. And there's a chest, man. Anytime you see a chest, you really want to investigate. Chests usually have really good items inside them. Now, what the heck do we have here? A Chimera Wing. Nice. So we don't have to buy one if we don't want to necessarily. But you still should have more than one on hand at any given time. And bags. I didn't see these bags. I'll probably spend a lot of time checking these sorts of things. They won't always be on screen because it can be sort of boring if I'm just going around in every building grabbing every item there is to get, but I will point out important ones if I happen to come across any. Now, man, I'm still like, it's so surreal that the Dragon Quest VIII LP has officially started. This is a armor shop, by the way. You'll notice it from this sign here. And the weapons shop shouldn't be too far. How are you? Welcome to February. Are you here looking for that key too? No, I haven't heard of any sort of key. Of course not. Well, I still want to see... I knew it. You've got that look about you. It's written all over your faces, especially the stocky one. Hey, you talking about me? What writing on me face? Who's gonna... Thieves? What? I am not a thief. You'll actually get into the main character's backstory as well if you play far enough into the game. But for now, man, we're just rolling with him. Now we need to track down Master Rylus. That's who we're looking for. Now there's usually lots of people in pubs like this. You'll notice it by these signs. It'll either say around the back, or it'll just be this one. Let's go on in and see what we can find. Yeah, and the music always bumps to the pubs, man. Oh, it's such an atmosphere. It is such an atmosphere. What's going on with you? Ooh, I love seeing new faces. You're not from around here, are you? Is that little creature in your pocket a pet of yours? It's so adorable. What's its name? Munchie, a cute name for your cute little fellow. Yeah. Do I get free drinks for showing you? Now these dudes, man. I believe they're in every Dragon Quest game. Maybe not one, but they're just a trademark, man. These muscle, beefcakes with the masks. I love these dudes, man. Just the one after work, really. It's the spot. So, what do you want with me then? Hey, you're looking for someone? Get out of here. Why are you boring me with that rubbish? This is a pub. You're supposed to relax. If you're too tense, have a drink and let it all out on the battlefield. At least you can put your tension to good use out there. You know, if you psych yourself up enough, your attacks and magic will get more powerful. So save it for fighting, alright? Remember, increase your tension by psyching up. Decrease it by having a drink. So, he sort of explains psyching up. I hate to go over it right now because we're not in a battle, but it is very useful for increasing your attack power and spell power in a pinch. But I'll show off more later. I can't completely go into it now. Here we have a cutscene. Something must be going on over here.
Haven't you had enough, Mr. Corderasha, sir? I'm sorry, but I've got a business to run. This haphazard fortune-telling of yours is costing me a fortune in free drinks.
What? My fortune-telling? Haphazard? Are you a complete fool! Let me tell you something for free. All fortune telling is haphazard. What do you expect? Anyway, so what if I saw it? So what if I foretold the fire? If I tried to stop it, then what? It would only have led to another disaster. That's what.
I'm sorry, Mr. Calderasha, sir. I don't follow. If you're saying you knew about the fire, shouldn't you at least have warned Master Rylus?
Yes, poor Rylus. How many times I argued with the old man. I cannot believe he's gone.
So we just discovered some unfortunate news about some fire. Apparently Master Rylus is gone. See if we can pick up any more information from this Calderasha. I like the bartenders in this game. They're usually always French sounding and they look awesome, man. Anyways, what's up, Calderasha?
What? What is it?
Nah, I didn't mean to stare. I was just gonna ask you something.
You come, show your face to the great Calderasha. Yes, yes.
Quick! Quick! Everyone come quick! There's a monster in town!
That ain't good.
Whoa.
That is not good.
Just come and see! The whole town's gone crazy!
I mean, we know there's a lot of monsters in Dragon Quest, but for one to invade the town, this is not good. Not something you like to see. And there are some powerful monsters in this game. Let me tell you, man. Better be prepared. I'm turned around. That's a church if you ever need to save. We can't worry about that right now. We gotta get moving. Will you let me through? No, of course not, man. The game sometimes makes it so that you have to go a certain way. They'll put people in your way, block you out. It's really annoying. Anyways, we gotta run. Unfortunately, this is the fastest we can go right now. This is our running speed. Fun fact, you can also walk with the D-pad, but this ain't the time for walking, man. Let me tell you. We need to go. We need to go. There are monsters in the town.
What the? This ain't good, Gov. Come on. Look lively.
Yeah, get a move on, man. And as you can see, man, it's a false alarm. There's no real monster here. They're just being racists. Ew.
Get out, monster! You're not welcome here!
I mean, throwing stones, man. Aren't we past that time?
That was right on the... Ooh,
Medea's protecting him. Angus, I never noticed he carried him out like that. That's kind of funny. Anyways, man, get out. Man, I'd rather be out of this town than to be stoned and made fun of because of the way I look. As you can see, these people are a bunch of ruffians. They have no respect. But at least we learned something about Master Rylus. I mean, it wasn't good news.
well, that was a fine reception. Don't they realize who I am? Judging a book by its cover, don't they know it's what's inside that counts?
That's facts.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Let's get it, Yangus.
So then, did you manage to find Master Rylus?
Not necessarily.
What? He's dead? Oh, no. Well, I suppose there's no point crying over spilt milk. It's Dulmagus we're after. He's the one who cursed the princess and I, after all. He's the one who made us look so ridiculous. I had hoped Rylus might be able to help us locate him. But it seems we'll just have to track Megas down by ourselves. With Rylus gone, we have nothing further to gain from staying here. Let's be on our way.
Wait! Please wait. I'm sorry to come running after you like this. It's just that I wanted to ask you a favor.
Are you not afraid of me, young lady?
I dreamt about you. I dreamt that some people came to town with a strange creature. It was sort of halfway between a human and a monster. And I dreamt that they could make wishes come true.
A strange creature? Are you referring to me?
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be rude.
King Chod is actually very sophisticated. He's normally a sophisticated man. Also, her accent is really unique.
Not to worry.
Genghis.
I've had worse things said to me today. You know, you remind me of my Medea. You're about the same age. Anyway, you say you had a dream about me. Most peculiar.
I'm sorry. I haven't even introduced myself. I'm Valentina, daughter of the great fortune teller Caldarasha.
See, now it makes some type of sense that she's apparently having dreams of the future. Maybe this fortune telling runs in the family somehow.
If you could just come to my house, I'll explain everything there.
We're already going to her house. We haven't even gone on the first date yet.
It's
No,
by
I'm
the
kidding,
well
I'm kidding,
at
I'm
the
kidding.
far end
It's
of
not that
town.
big.
I'll be waiting for you.
Yep, I'll be there. Man, her hairstyle is beautiful, I have to say.
What's she rabbiting on about? Come round my house, she says.
I know, right, Genghis?
Magnificent! She wasn't afraid to look at me at all. Not one bit. Oh, she reminds me of my Medea. We must give this young girl a helping hand. Right then, my boy. Go and find the house by the well and see what it is she wants. Me? I'll wait here with the princess. We don't want to cause any more of a stir.
Yeah, that's something unfortunate about Trodain and Medea. Usually they, well, sometimes I'll say they can't do the things that you do because they're just not welcome in certain places. But anyways, guys, we are going to have to call that an episode because otherwise the first part is going to run forever. I just wanted to give you guys a lot of time to look at this episode and really, you know, think about if you want to play along or if you want to watch or this or that. For me, I'm just happy if you have anything to do with Dragon Quest VIII, because it is my favorite game of all time. You gotta think, I have played so many video games in my day, in my life, and for this to be my favorite, you know it's gotta be an amazing game. So hopefully you stay tuned for the rest of this playthrough. But anyways, if you did enjoy this episode, you can always give it a like. If you did not, you can dislike and tell me what I can do to improve these episodes in the comments down below. With all of that said, guys, I have been Vyse, and this has been Dragon Quest VIII. I'm gonna let that outro do its thing, and I'll see you guys in the next one, alright? I'm out of here.